What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Rise of Industry. I'm your host, the Birdman known as Falcon. You might be familiar with this game already if you've seen or even played the demo entitled Project Automata. That used to be the old name for the game, now it's gone into the alpha stage and it's actually had a name change to Rise of Industry as well. Now, in case you're familiar with that or not, the game takes a lot of inspirations from a railroad tycoon, an industry giant, maybe a little bit of Factorio as well. It can be slightly overwhelming at first, but it's actually a really gratifying game once you kind of figure it out here. So I will try to give you a little bit of a couple of hints here. I don't claim to know what I'm doing. I know the basics, but you know, just don't take my word as gospel here. But it's a really fun game. Down below I have a link which gives you access to the demo, and if you want to actually support the game, there's also a way to buy it into the alpha stage and kind of follow the updates. But again, that's your call, not mine. So I will do a custom game over here. Let's go with a standard world generation. We will do world size as medium is fine. I want to have a couple of coasts here, maybe 3 coasts, because it gives me a lot of access to water and fish, which is kind of like the easiest way to make money early on. And then a seed, in case you guys want to play the demo and play alongside or pick up the game. Our seed's going to be Falcon 69 over here. And let's go ahead and generate. The expert option you saw down here lets you customize every single little bit of part of the game. In terms of mountains, in terms of resources, in terms of, you know, whatever's out there, hills and stuff like that, roads. But we're not going to focus on that because I kind of want to get more of the gameplay here shown off. But this is going to be our randomized world based on our seed over here. So let's find out what we're looking at here. We have Tokyo. That's Tokyo right there. It's actually named after legit cities too. So you'll see like Tokyo, and right next to Tokyo have Amsterdam apparently. They're really nearby. Over here we have Phoenix Lake, okay, that could be in Arizona for all I know, I don't know, so apparently Arizona, assuming that's in Phoenix, or that's the Phoenix Lake it's talking about, it's really near Amsterdam and Tokyo. So this is our entire map over here. What you're seeing around here are going to be places that we could actually mine for coal, we can mine for iron ore, we could get some gases, we could actually get some oil as well, and all of these will be something you need to harvest and move to towns in order to make money off of. But it's not as easy as just collecting gas and selling it. Sometimes, if you want to have like a higher production chain, you get more money for your buck. Assuming, for instance, if I want to go out here and fish, and a town needs fish, which is great, but they also need canned goods, or canned fish, meaning then I'd have to not only do fishing, but then I'd have to kind of go ahead and resource, or at least refine iron ore, and then turn it into eventually tin, so I could then combine the tin and the fish and go ahead and sell canned fish. And that gives you a lot more money for your buck, obviously. So let's see here. Let me show you if we can do it. We have Rome, okay. Rome, what does Rome need? Let's find out here, grocery. So the grocery in Rome is asking for, get out of the way. You're asking for fish, thank you, because you're actually very near the coast, so that makes life easier for me. Here we have canned fish, which is what I talked to you about, like the entire higher production line. You also need oranges and juice. That's actually very easily done. You know why? Because we could fish nearby. We could have an orange orchard somewhere around here, and then we could even bring water in to probably produce juice down the line. This is actually really, really good. Okay, that's a really easy start for me. Now, we're not too close to the coast, but relatively close enough, I would say. That might be our best bet, right? Yeah, okay. Now, you don't have to just start with only one area. I could work over here, I could work in areas over there that we saw. It doesn't really matter where you start off. You just want to start making some money early soon. So let's see here. Since these guys need fish, let's go into adding a fisherman pier somewhere over here would work for me. Now, there's 2 ways to bring this over to the town. We could take roads, and we could actually even add a train terminal. So the train terminal works better when it comes to like longer distances, and also if you want to carry more bulk than one thing, because trains could actually bring along with them more than one item in one single train, while with trucks you have to kind of separate them. So it's just a matter of your own volition over here. So we can indeed add a train station. I'll stick to roads, but the train is actually very ideal for longer periods of distance and stuff like that. So for right now, we have the fisherman's pier right now. We're not done though. We have to actually add some harvesters. So here's where we'll get the fish, but then we have to go out there and fish them out, right? So let's have, let me do the shift click here so we get more than one at a time. So we'll do boom, boom, and let's just do 4 of them for now. We could add up to 5, but it's a matter of how you want to play it out here. So these guys will not work until we actually have a connection from the roads to our main fisherman pier right here. So let's go ahead and add a couple of roads. We'll do bam, we'll do bam, we'll do bam, and then we'll have 1 road leading over here. And now let's start doing our thing over here. We could actually go to the fisherman pier, And you see now, they're going out there and collecting items for us and the fish and whatnot. As you're seeing though, there's a bunch of missing textures in the game right now because the game's still in development, so eventually they'll have some textures that'll look even cooler. But right now it's kind of really plain. So, now that we're collecting the fish, we know for a fact that Rome is actually looking for fish. So what we could do is add one single road all the way down here, or we could do the train station as well. It might not be financially viable for me to do the train this early on, even though we have a lot of money. I don't think it'll be worthwhile. I think we'll be losing more money than anything else, but I want to show off the trains how it works. So don't look at this as a way to make money, because I just want to show you some of the features. So I would normally just have a road here because it's not too far. A train I would use for a longer distance of period traveling. So let's just do a train station over here for the hell of it though. And I think we'll do, let me... no, the track is over there, right? Okay, we want to do it this way. Okay. And this is the train track down to here. So we need 1 and we also need 2. And then the track's going to be down over on this side, so... we could have the train station really nearby to the road, so we could do something like that works out. Okay, let's add our tracks now. So you should be able to come up this way, and that's 1. You see that? It's not really a long journey, so I would definitely not encourage you to do a train for a distance like that. I mean, you could do it if you want to, but I just really wouldn't really tell you to do that. So let's go over here now and collect this road to this one. And by doing that, obviously, we can now move the fish from the Fisherman Pier down to the train terminal and then from here to here. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We need to move these fish, right? So, let's go over to... destination. We have 3 available trucks to the Fisherman Pier that we can move fish down to this side. Let's go ahead and add 1 more truck. And what we're looking to do is we need a destination. So from the Fisherman Pier, we're going down to train terminal number 1. So we'll go down to train, terminal, and then we're moving fish, obviously. And we'll go ahead and assign 4 trucks for that. And soon enough, you'll see us. There you go. We're moving the fish down to train terminal number 1. So from here, we need to move the fish down to this guy, and then from here to here. So let me complete this road right now. And have you run through here. So, let's see, train terminal. You're going to be going over to terminal number 2, obviously. You can't really run on the road, you're a train. It doesn't work that way. And we'll be moving fish. So where's my fish at? There it is. I think that's it for now. So we have the train terminal set up. Now we got to set up the route. Trade route over here. So we'll add a route, which is going to be train terminal 1. And what are we moving? We're moving fish. So wagon, 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 and wagon. And here's what I mentioned, that trains could actually carry different products in one single trip. So if I wanted to, if I had like apples, I could add apples instead. So you could mix it up definitely, and we have 4 wagons in 1 train. So now that we have the start point, we need an end point. So we'll add a stop now to terminal number 2. And this is where you get really creative and have a bunch of stations all over the map and just move from one to another one. And what's really cool about this too is that you can actually have them dump stuff up in train terminal number 2 and skip the other one. So for instance, if I had like apples over here, but apples weren't going to Rome, I could have them go ahead and be like, I want you to drop fish off here, but then by leaving this blank, it wouldn't drop off the fish there and go over to the next terminal over. So it's a really, really complicated process sometimes, but it's very similar to Factorio in that way. But obviously, if we're looking for all the fish down at that station, we'll go ahead and do that. So all the fish that we're bringing in, I need you to dump them off in train terminal number 2, and we'll go ahead and assign 1 vehicle and start our transport. Okay, so soon enough, we'll see a train pop out of there and dump it off. There it goes. There it goes. And the storage is something you kind of have to really keep in mind of as well. If you're producing way too much, not traveling fast enough, you might want to limit the resources you're bringing in or get more trucks or whatever. But as you can see right now, we have 3 of 100 over here. Now, how are we doing at the Fisherman's Pier? Our storage is at pretty good. Okay, pretty good enough. Okay, so now you brought all the fish down here, and the last destination here is going to be from train terminal number 2. And we're going over to, I believe, commercial, and we're going to commercial house. No, we're going to the store in Rome, which is grocery number 1. So we'll set that as our destination. And since we're really nearby, I think we just need like maybe 3 trucks. So I wouldn't even buy extra ones. I'll just do boom, boom, boom. And what are you bringing over here? You're bringing fish. And I believe that's all we have to do. Yeah. So now, keep your eyes on this over here. This will tell us how we're doing, what our cost is to kind of produce all this, and then how much we're getting for the items that we're bringing in. And if we go over to the grocery as well, you can find out what the supply and the demand is. So the demand right now is really high for all these products, so we're fine on that one. And now we're trying to get this money flow into the green, into the positives, obviously. So now with this done, these people also wanted oranges. So this one, we could actually set up a little farm over here. Now for oranges, we'll need water. So for water though, what I could then do is actually split up the train terminal into half fish and half water and still bring it to our destination over here and get another break-off point to the orchard. But, you know, that's a little bit further down the line. Let me go ahead and just start up the orchard first here. So we want to go with orchard. Okay. And we don't have to travel too far, so perhaps we rotate you like so. And we'll have it... that sounds good to me. And then we'll connect you through here. Okay. Now you're going to need a couple of fields, obviously. So where we're going to be doing orange field. So we'll set that up, and now we want to add a couple of fields here. And we'll probably do like... I think we can do 5 max if I'm right. So let me rotate a bit. And we'll do something like... Bam. 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 And oh, don't fit there, huh? That's gonna bother my LCD a bit now. Oh, God. Can I rotate you somewhere in the middle here? We can. And there you go, buddy. That'll work out. Okay. So we have 5 fields, but what do these guys need? They need 2 amounts of water. Well, for the orange field. 2 water, which we don't have. But we have a coast nearby, look. So what we're gonna have to do now is bring water through that train as well. How are we doing with the money here? As you can see, we're making some pretty good cash. We're about to go into the greens here pretty soon. Pretty soon. So now, we need a water siphon. So let's go over here to water siphon, and I'll place you... you don't have to go too far, so that'll be fine right there. That'll be our water siphon. This right here is going to probably add to our production costs right now, so it won't get us into the green, but I could just speed us up to kind of let it flow for a while, or even add a couple more trucks for faster delivery. But you know, if I was kind of looking to make money and MOG it, I would be doing this differently. This train station would not be here for one. But let me go ahead and just show you more of this here. So let's go to the water siphon and we'll do a harvester. And let's see, let's rotate. That's fine, actually. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. I don't think we need 5 for just one, the orchard field right now. At least for just one production line for it. So we'll do that. And we need now a couple of roads here. So I guess we'll connect you like so. Then you come over here, and then you through here. And with the roads attached now, you'll see that they're actually now bringing water in. But we need to bring this water to the train station. So roads will be needed. And we'll come down. I guess we just meet up over here, right? Yeah, that's fine. That'll work out. And we need a destination. So destinations needed. We'll do select building, train. Number 1, we're bringing water, and we'll use 3 trucks, I guess, for now to be fine. That'll be it. So now it's going to bring water over here. So this is going to start filling up quite fast now, and we need to split up our train to also bring in water. So let's go back to our trade route, and what I'll do here is... remember, the fish actually sells for a lot more, so technically speaking, I could add another train for just water and keep my fish production giving me money, because the fish is kind of giving us the more money here. The oranges sell for a lot less than just fish straight up. But so I want to show you like the different setups you could do. This is something I would not really do myself, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and get rid of... let me get rid of you. 2 wagons in use. Let's get rid of you as well. And where's my water at? So we're in 2 water instead. Dump it off here, dump it off here. So now what's happening is that my trains are bringing in fish and water, once it collects enough anyway. And I think I could add more than 1 train. The thing is, I don't think we're producing fast enough to really do that. Let me try 2. Not 3, that would be way too much of a production cost. But let me add 2. I think you could run more than 1 train. I could be wrong about this. I think I've done it before, but maybe I just imagined that actually happening. So train terminals go to storage over here, and as you can see, we have water. and fishies over here as well. And that's already set up in the train route. Where's my trains at? Okay, there he is. Okay, so there's my train now. And that guy should have both fish and water for us. So once we get to train terminal number 2, we need to get this over here to the water. So since we have 3 trucks delivering fish over here... No, look, check it out, we're in the greens now. Excellent. And this is not even doing this proficiently. This is not efficient whatsoever. But, you know, it's still kind of like, alright. Let's go over to... Let me buy 3 trucks, and I'm going to assign them for the farm over at the orchard, right? So the extra 30 that we have, we'll assign them over here. And you're going to be bringing water over to the orchard. So water is going to be down here. And soon enough, you'll see water being delivered to the orchard as well. And then we'll have production of oranges. And then all we have to do now is just set up the destination from here over to commercial, grocery, and we have 3 available. I don't think we have to buy any extra ones, so I'll just do 3 over here to grocery number 1. Oranges is what we're bringing. And now, as you can see, we have hit the reds yet again because of our, you know, building of extra buildings and stuff like that. But let me speed this up now. How do I do that again? Down here. Let me speed this up now, and let's see if we can get ourselves into the greens over here pretty soon. Now, here's fish and water coming along. We have some water. We're producing some of the oranges as well. 3 ready to go. And I'm pretty certain that we'll be in the green here pretty soon, because now we're actually bringing 2 different products in here. So the supply is going to slightly alleviate itself from the fish, and the demand's going to go drop down as well. Or actually even go up, because now we have 2 different things coming in as opposed to just 1. So check it out. We're about to... Oh! The cost for everything kind of hit us a bit here. But we're about to hit green. But as you can see right now, we have so many different things happening that the production to keep everything running is actually dipping us into the red after we just barely get into the green. Which means that what we're doing right now is kind of alright, but at the same time, our production is just way too high. Which I expected that to happen because we have, I think, way too many things running here at the moment. Like, we don't necessarily need all of that. What I could do, oddly enough though, oh, we're in the greens now. What I could do is maybe even add another harvester for the fish. What's happening over here? Building problem. No, it's fine. What we could do even, there we go, no storage space. Who's got no storage space? Oh, the water siphon. So what this is telling me right now is that we are producing way too much water. So what I could do now is just actually go over here and for the hell of it just demolish that guy over here. And that'll bring one of our production costs down as well. And since you're completely filled up, storage. Oh, you could only do a capacity of 40. Oh, you know what? I think whenever you add a harvester, it adds to the capacity. Maybe. I think that's how it works out. Let me give this a try. I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of experimenting. What was the capacity? 48 of 40, right? It goes up to 60. Yeah, so it depends on how many harvesters you have. It'll increase the actual capacity. That's very intriguing. That's actually very intriguing indeed. Okay. But you guys get an idea what the game's all about, right? As I mentioned, we're not making money right now because I told you guys this is not efficient. I would not have a train terminal right now because the production is just way too high for it. But this is technically something that would work out, and then you could kind of go over here. You're not limited to this area just alone, mind you. What I could do now is, since we have roads over here, for instance, let's see, what do you guys need? This is going to be Manhattan. Ah, we have New York over here. So you guys are looking for what? I'm curious now. You're looking for water, canned fish, and juice as well, and apples too. So what I could do now, meanwhile this is happening over there, I could go ahead here and start building myself an apple orchard and run water from here, or if I wanted to get even more, you know, daring about the entire thing, since we have a water siphon over here, we could then have a long trip over from here down to there, maybe through the use of some trains, and that is where I would use the trains, just very longer periods of travel as opposed to just something this short by, you know? But as I mentioned, really cool game, really fun, very experimental. There's a lot of fun to have with this one here, so I'm going to keep my eyes on this one for a fact. If you guys want to see an entire series of this, let me know, and I'll keep an eye out for maybe another update with a couple more features added, maybe even the textures, and we'll get back to it. But all the information for the game will be down below. I will catch you next time.